Welcome back once again, guildmates. We are jumping into episode 7 of Haikyu. Now, I'm sorry about the lateness on this, but unfortunately, my computer did not want to cooperate with me last night when I was trying to watch and record this, so it didn't pick up any of the sound. Like, my computer was going through a lot of sound issues in general last night, and it required a restart and a bunch of other stuff, so I was unable to record it by the time I needed to go to bed, and I didn't wake up early enough to actually get this up in time. So I'm already sorry that I'm 2 hours late on delivering this episode. I will try to do better in the future as far as these, but yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into it. No preamble, no nothing really. We're gonna start up the training camp. Let's do it. I love how tired he is. Sorry if you nod off. It's like, dude, in the middle of driving. Oh, come on. Yeah, they were being a little bit loud. It's kind of funny. It's almost like reflex for them. Okay, so these are jokes that are specific to region, but obviously if you don't live in Tokyo, they're saying that if you don't live in Tokyo, you think everything's the Tokyo Tower. And we covered this before. Kageyama. Miyagi, Saitama, Tokyo. Yeah, I'm kind of of the same opinion there. How have you grown that much in just 2 weeks? Calm the hell down. I love Bokuto's face back there with just kind of the blank face. That's beautiful. The animation on the faces right there was just great. I loved it. Yeah, they're very different. It's exactly a very different toss. But now Hinata's changed. He can see it. Very clearly he can see it. I love that because he just barely, but it makes it over. He really did. So he's become very different. I love that Nekomata Sensei knows. He just kind of knows. Aw, so I love that. Stop. Tongue clicks. No, yeah. Except he jumped too far. Super eager. Yep. Yeah, it's really, really true there. It's the opposite. I love that Nekomata knows exactly what's going on. And he's very happy about it. He's like, my rivals better be getting better and better as time goes on. Yep, they're absorbing everybody's techniques and abilities. Not to mention all these guys are very high-spec teams, like they're top-level teams. So just getting used to playing top-level teams that much, definitely going to help them about. Little Japanese language lesson for anybody that's curious. Sakamichi means hill. So if you hear Sakamichi, it means hill. So if you watch Yowamushi Pedal, the character of Sakamichi, his actual name means hill. So, Onada Hill. I don't know what Onada means yet, but yeah. So I guess to everyone that speaks Japanese, it was obvious he was going to be a climber because his name was Sakamichi. The music for season 2, like I like the music for season 1 more, but the music for season 2 is not bad by any comparison. I just happen to like season 1 a little bit more. But oh my god, that music! Like you can tell that they got a budget increase. Don't be rude. Don't be... I love that broccoli. Who else saw his head and thought broccoli? I know I did at first. I understand not wanting to overwork yourself, but you're never going to progress if you just are happy with how things are. That said, I do understand, like, knowing the backstory with Suki, I kind of understand as well. But I think that was also Akashi. Akashi! Oh, that got on his nerves. I love that guitar just kicks in. Was that a Kabuto beetle or a rhinoceros beetle? At least your stomach's big. I love that. Hinata's interaction with the background there. That was adorable. And of course, Noya getting onto Suki. That's also great. Aww. Yay! Okay, so Ubagawa was the girl that was the manager from Ubagawa was the one. I love everybody's faces as they're eating the watermelon. Oh, look at Yak-san in the background. I still want to see her hook up with Noya. Like, the two of them would be the crazy couple. Like, I love that. Like, Noya's wild, but he's still well-behaved, and he's a very good-mannered kid. Love to see what he'd be like as an adult. Like, would he still be the same? He gives it whatever he sets his mind on to. He gives it everything he's got, which is adorable. I love that. No, let's just win one, damn it. Damn, that's intense. Yeah, that's a lot of pressure right there. Holy crap. Aw, come on. No. Why must you do this? Stop it. Verve, be good. Be good, Verve. Stop this madness. It's being ridiculous. Oh, here it is. Here it is. This is the moment where he's like, no, that's my ball. Mm-hmm. He just asserted himself. I love that. I love that he made Hinata back down. Yep, you gotta establish your hierarchy a bit on the court. Yeah, Asahi. I love the piano there. It's beautiful. Again, there's a reason I have this soundtrack. It's amazing. Yeah, you can tell that he's not giving it his all. And I could understand conserving your strength, but this isn't about conserving strength. Also, I love that Hinata's like still all bouncy and everything with
黒谷のエースの人が練習誘ってんのに断ってんの。ああ、信じらんねえ。
He's jealous. I love that Hinata's super jealous.
ひなたなら今の月になんて言う？
Hmm?
その影山とか八つさんの時みたいに。
何も言わないけど。だって月島バレエやりたいのかわかんねえもん。
Yeah.
やりたくないやつにやろうぜって言っても仕方ないじゃん。あーくそー、あんな身長持ってるくせによ。俺があの身長だったらあんなことやこんなことするのに。
He's super jealous. I love it. And he's not shy about showing that he's jealous.
そうじゃなきゃカラスノに来ない。
山口は？山口なら月島になんて言う？
Yeah, you've known him for the longest. Oh, come on, please. Yamaguchi. No! Okay, it's next episode that it happens. Oh! Okay, so there we go. That was, nope, didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. Okay, there we go. So that was episode 7. I can't remember when certain things happen. I just remember that they happen. I don't remember the exact order that some things happen. Some I do, some I don't. But I can't wait for Yamaguchi to scold Tsukushima. It's gonna be amazing. Oh my goodness. Again, guys, I love this whole arc, the training arc where they're at the training camp, because not only do you get to meet so many new and interesting characters, but like their interactions with everyone else, not to mention some of the older characters that we met, like Nekoma, and how they interact with everyone, and just constantly seeing the growth of all the characters on Karasuno. Like, oh my god, man, that's beautiful. I love this arc so freaking much. Now, I'm going to continue to finish up my episodes for Haikyu, and then I'm going to start on my episodes for Modica Magica. I'm probably only going to record 5, and they'll start going up next week. And guys, just really, really quickly, the vote is still going on our Patreon right now. I will post the link to the vote. Now, guys, all you have to do to vote is make a Patreon account. You don't have to... You don't have to, like, set up payment or anything on Patreon. It's just... I think it's just become a patron, but if people are having trouble with it, then next week I'll set up a poll on, like, Facebook or something, but I'll have to limit the amount. Like, I can post up to 10 on Patreon. I think on Twitter I can only post up to 4, I think. And I'm not sure how it goes on Facebook. But I may do the public polls outside of Patreon and just be like, here are the ones that didn't get picked. Which would you like? You know? So we'll see. We'll definitely see. Alright, guys, I don't want people to just start recommending stuff off the bat. I realize that was probably a bad idea because people will start recommending stuff that I've already seen. And with the exception of, like, My Hero Academia stuff and Haikyu stuff, because they're relatively new and they're not, and while they are fresh in my head, I don't have too much of a recollection of everything, and I don't have, like, this strong attachment to it like I would with, like, Naruto, Red vs. Blue, Dragon Ball, stuff like that, where I've watched them multiple times. I don't have the drive to do reactions to stuff that I've really seen a lot, and by doing reactions to all the episodes of My Hero that I've already watched and reacting to Haikyu, which of course I have watched. Now, don't get me wrong, there are shows that I have watched that I don't mind doing reactions to, and I may do those later, but essentially those reactions were the reactions that I did here are warm-ups to try and get me to talk while watching an anime I haven't seen. So hopefully I will, but there's a lot of internal stuff that I need to start saying out loud that I'm like, I think this, and I haven't said it out loud. I'm just sitting there kind of like absorbing it because I don't want to talk over it and miss anything, but I'm like, I got headphones. I'm not going to miss anything. And if I'm talking over something and you're not happy with that, well, guys, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna. That's how it's going to be. It's a reaction. I'm going to talk over stuff so I can actually keep pieces of the episode in the reaction. And also, guys, with episodes like this, with episodes that I'm reacting to. Again, make sure you go see the actual episode before, because I mean, if you're watching it on YouTube, you're not going to get much of anything. And of course, if you're watching it on Patreon, I'm hoping you've already seen it anyway, because you'll get the full episode, but I'm still going to be talking over it. So, yeah. So please, patrons, go ahead and vote. Like, we've got some votes, but right now I think we've got a tie for one. I think Camp has 2 votes, and then a couple others. JoJo only has 1 vote. I'm really surprised by that. I thought more people would be interested in watching my blind reactions to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but I guess not. Oh well. We'll find out. Very few people have actually added themselves publicly. I don't know how many people actually have a Patreon account, but if you have a Patreon account and you're watching this, please jump over there and vote. Again, I'll put it in the description below, but let me know what you thought about this episode of the anime. Obviously, I was very hyped for it because, again, I'd been reading the manga to this point, and this was also some stuff that I was really, really looking forward to, as far as as far as like character development and like interactions and stuff like that. So when we got to here, I was very, very pumped up, and I was surprised how much got covered in the episode. But I mean, you can cover a lot in an anime episode that would take like chapters upon chapters in the manga. So there we go. Pardon me. So there we go. But I want to know what you liked, what you didn't like, and why not. And let me know what your thoughts for this episode were in the comments below. And, you know, if you have any responses to any of the commentary I did this episode, please let me know. And don't be afraid to, like, post multiple comments on here. Like, if you want to reply to something I was saying while I was watching the show, go ahead. You know, pause it for a moment. Go ahead and type that up in the comments, and then at the end, if you've got a review what you want to do, type those up as well. I can't wait to hear that. I want to know what you guys think. That being the case, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Later, Gators.